It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cousins now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Third down.
Listen to me.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. That good for 22 and a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And the Vikings first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 44 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement. Go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the one.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Spinning past him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down.
Yellow.
Geis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Mahomes now on first down. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's other reason you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Jim. Hey, Ridley.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Hey, Alpha. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'm going 80. 54. Right, 54. So we got man.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, with that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago. We still have more than a half of football to play. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Check 13. Check 13. 57, 57. Watch the twist.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Bring
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Cousins, and he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run again on first down. Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 16. Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins now from the 50. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watch out for Hill on the return. 31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Forced out to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Yellow. 54. I got one.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
25 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Collect. Check nickel. Collect.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. This is Geis. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there. And a big run.
John Thornhill on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Another carry now for Madison. Room here to run. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch one. Watch one. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Under crush. I rip list. Under crush. Attack, attack. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Runs the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And his throw is incomplete. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's Geis. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Ridley.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now Cousins being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Frank Clark. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Motion, I got one.
Now a run with Geis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Army. Hey, watch this.
Again, Geis. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, here's Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to find Diggs. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, thought to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A gain of 5.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And an alley to run. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
54, small, 54. There's a climbing now.
To throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Cousins. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.